Today I want to share with you the most powerful single habit that if I have to pick just one in my life, I would pick this one here. And it's not the habit of going to the gym. It's not like the habit of tidy up my bed every single morning, of drinking like 40 liters of water every single day. The one habit that is just can make everything in your life to feel way easier and way lighter is just to have systems in place. When you have systems in place, you don't rely on motivation, you don't let the emotions control you, and you just simply follow the structured program that you have prepared for yourself. And if you don't know me, I'm Lucas. I just help people to master discipline in their lives, and this one skill just gave me the permanent residency here in Australia. It gave me the body that I've always dreamed of, and I accomplished so many things in my life by just mastering this one skill, which is just discipline. And then if you just stick to the end of the video, you're gonna know how to implement systems in your life just to make your life way easier. That's just gonna help you to achieve the results that you want. You have probably told yourself that I will just start on Monday. I will just like wait for the perfect moment to do that. I will just wait to feel motivated and then now you do it. I think everyone has been in that position where you're just waiting for something to happen in order to start doing something in your life. But the truth is you can't just really rely on those things. You just gotta keep acting. Doesn't matter what happens, because once you have like those systems in place, don't think about what you're gonna be doing because you already know. You have got like a list that you can actually just follow. It doesn't matter how you're feeling that day. It doesn't matter how busy you're gonna get. You just have to follow what is written there, and that's basically it. And then once you just create a system in one area of your life, the others are just gonna become way easier to do because you already know the system. You already know the method of creating the system, and that's just gonna be so much easier to do that in other areas of your life. And now you're just like probably asking yourself, how do I build systems? How do I actually implement them in my life? What kind of systems are you talking about? I can't really get it. It's just like repeated actions. Once you do that consistently, it's gonna bring you results. And that's the power of having those systems. When you have that system in place, you just don't have those dead times in your life. What are those dead times? Those times that are just like you get to a point of a day that you just, okay, what am I gonna be doing next? And then you don't know what to do, and then anything that comes your way, you're just like, oh, okay, that's fine, I'll just do it. But you waste time on that. Just think what your next step is going to be. But also have that system in place. You don't have to think about what's coming next because you already know what you're gonna be doing. And that's the power of like, have a system in place. And also implement those systems in place. That's how discipline is built in your life, because you have the systems. You're gonna be doing that every single day. You're gonna create consistency. You're gonna achieve a high level of discipline. And I can just like use a quick example just to tell you what a system in life looks like. When I first started going to the gym was just like 10 years ago. I didn't know what to do at the gym. I didn't know what exercises to do. I didn't know what to eat. I didn't know the amount of food to eat. And I just like reached out to a personal trainer and asked him, what do I need to do in order to change my body? What steps should I take? And then he just like gave me a full list of workouts just to follow that every single day for the full week. He wrote to me just like a list of food to buy, and he just prepared the diet, the correct amount of food that I had to eat in order to achieve the goals that I wanted, which is just to build the body that I wanted. And also I had that in place. I knew my workouts, I knew the food that I was going to buy, and I knew the amount of food that I was going to eat. I didn't have to think about like my working out. I didn't have to think about what to eat when I was just going to the market, what to buy. I didn't have to think about what's the correct amount of food that I was going to eat because I knew that it was just written there. So I was just follow a system that a personal trainer just gave to me that was just put in place in order to achieve my goals. Because from that, I just saved time because I wasn't thinking about like doing anything of those things. And I also was one step closer to my goals because I was doing that every single day. And that's the power of consistency. Once you do that every single day, you're just getting a little bit closer to where you want to get. And most people fail because they just don't plan their day ahead. They don't know what to do. They don't know what's going to happen in their lives. And if you don't know what to do, you're just going to waste time about thinking what you're going to be doing, because it's just like you get to a point where, oh, what am I going to be doing next? But if I do this, if I do that, and then you're more likely to do things that you're not supposed to be doing. And then you get to the end of the day, oh, I just was supposed to do that thing instead of that. I was supposed to do like X instead kind of see, you don't get what you want basically, right? Because you're just doing one thing that is not take you closer to where you want to be in the future. So that's why I like to prepare a structured plan for my days, just like one day before. You know, for example, if today is Sunday, for example, I just like for tomorrow, before I go into bed, I'm just gonna write down a list what I'm gonna be doing tomorrow, and then I have got that. I basically just have to follow it. And then I normally have like, I'll just tell you what my routine looks like, so you can just basically just follow that. Just 5 in the morning, I just wake up. 6 in the morning, just go to the gym. 7, just like you just have breakfast, and then 9 o'clock in the morning, you just basically start working. 12 o'clock, you just have lunch. 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you just have that afternoon break, and then 5 o'clock, you just like leave work. At 6 o'clock, you just read something when you get home. 7 o'clock, you just like have dinner, and 9 o'clock, you just go to bed. Just basically just follow a list like that. That's just a quick example that I just made here for you. So you see, once you have one list in place, once you have like a structured plan for your days in place, and then you start implement that system in your life, it's gonna flow so much easier. And then once that becomes a habit, you can just start implement the same system in other areas of your life. You know, it's just like, for example, you're going to the gym in the morning, but while I'm going to the gym, just prepare a workout. You know exactly what you're gonna be doing. Don't get to the gym just think, oh, what exercise I'm gonna be doing next, because you're just gonna be wasting time. Also have the list, is just like, you know exactly what the next exercise is going to be. And then one thing that just affects the people so much today is just like distractions during our day, you know, especially your phone. Today people are just like so addicted just to have the phone right around then. And I say that because I get distracted by my phone as well. I'm got to a point that I'm very aware when it happens, because when I grab my phone and then I realize, okay, what am I gonna be doing here? If I just think about like I'm gonna be doing that, I know that I don't have to bring my phone. When I think about like what should I be doing here, I know that I don't have to be there, so I put my phone away. That's the power of like being self-aware when you're just doing those automated things on autopilot. Just put your phone away when you're just trying to achieve your goals. If you're just at work, you are just like doing a side hustle at home, just put the phone away. Avoid distractions as much as you can, because once you have those systems in place, you're gonna see that you're gonna be achieving so much in life that you're just gonna create that momentum in your life, which is just gonna take you to the next level. Because winners, they don't wait for the progress to happen, they just create the progress basically. And I want you to start creating those progress in life. I did it in my life, and I am telling you because I want you to start implementing those systems in your life. I want you just to see how important having systems in place can actually be beneficial to you. And then if you struggle with like systems, just creating routines in your life, or just bad habits and master discipline, I'm here to help you. You know, I've got like a 5-week program where I just like help people how to master discipline in their lives. If you want to know more about it, I'm just gonna leave a link here in my description where you can just book a free call with me, and then you can have a chat and you can go from there. I'm so excited to be your accountability partner just to achieve your goals. And if you found this video valuable, just leave a like here, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one.